All right, what's going on, everybody? Real quickly before we get into the actual review, the grip review, I just got done talking to Victory Grips and they gave me the go-ahead for the giveaway. So all you have to do, subscribe and leave a comment of what your favorite movement to do is that you would use the grips for. So toes to bar, bar muscle ups, ring muscle ups, pull ups, chest to bar, anything like that that you use grips, even on barbell stuff. I know some people like to do that. So that's all you gotta do, pretty easy. Really cool of them, so I have to thank them for any of the starts, because obviously don't have a huge channel or anything, and they still responded to me when I reached out to them and got back to me when they said they would. So super cool of them. Go follow them on Instagram, like their stuff, buy their grips if you don't win, and but one of you guys will win. So we're gonna get one of you guys a free pair for Christmas. So I guess that's my gift to you guys. So I'm gonna be picking a winner on Thursday, December 12th, in a few days. So not a whole lot of time, but definitely a good amount of time to try to get this out there as much as possible, give as many people an opportunity to win some. And once that happens, once I pick a winner, I'll be reaching out to you, whoever wins, get your info and stuff, give it to Victory Grips, and then you'll get with them, tell them what kind of style, what kind of size you want, and maybe you could get a pair of these. I love them, as you're gonna hear in the review coming up. But yeah, super excited about this, but let's get into the review. All right, before we get into this, I just wanna say that this isn't biased. I made up my mind about which grips I thought were best before I reached out to anyone, and once I tested all of them, decided which ones I liked the best, that was when I messaged Victory Grips and asked them if I want to do the giveaway. So all that came after actually testing all these out. So not a biased opinion, just how I feel and my honest opinions. But I have a couple different categories how I'm going to rate these. I have 3 different kinds of grips. I have the Victory Grips Tactical Grips, the Raylan Fitness, I think these are like the Bumblebee, and the Bear Complex carbon fiber ones. So starting off, product quality. All these are made pretty well, I would say. If anything, Raylan Fitness ones have started to stretch quite a bit, and the strap's not on there quite as securely as the other ones, but I don't think that's a huge problem. I think the stretching is more the problem. And I've just had the Bear Complex and Raylan Fitness ones the longest, and towards the end of having them, I've used them on knurled bars and stuff, so that's why they're a little bit torn up in the middle. I wouldn't blame any of that on the quality. I would just say don't use grips on a knurled bar. And the Victory Grips, these are super well made. Everything about them, it's all stitched together well. It's pretty hard for them to get these materials. That's why they were sold out for so long. And you can really tell that they put a lot of work into these. So these are super good quality-wise, and I think these will last you a very long time. Protection. So the main reason you get grips most of the time is so you don't rip while you're doing gymnastics movements. The reason I got the Raylan Fitness ones was because I was ripping a lot with the Bear Complex ones. I'd say the material on the back is just a little rough. I'm assuming that's what would cause that. These are super soft on the back. Didn't rip with these. And I still have not ripped with these. The Victory Grips ones, they actually have, if I can get it to focus, and you can see, it's like a woven material on the back that's super soft and feels really good on your hand while you're working out. So that's another plus for these ones. Comfort-wise, the Bear Complex is pretty stiff down here, especially after you've been sweating in them for a while and stuff like that. And it kind of digs into your skin, and if you wear like wrist sleeves like I do, it makes them bunch up a little bit too much, so can get kind of uncomfortable for longer workouts. The Raylan Fitness is made out of the same material all the way down, so it's super soft down here, and feels pretty good. I would say The only thing is, if you don't get the strap like perfectly right, it'll just kind of, since it's so soft, it'll kind of just ride up your whole hand, and like by the end of the workout, it'll be up here while the strap's still wrapped around. Comfort wise, these are incredible. Like this leather down here is super soft, and it actually has a thumb, a little extra piece of leather there to protect your thumb so you don't get that callus that you sometimes get from the bar or your grips riding up, which can happen. And it's just a sucky place to rip. So it's super soft leather, feels really good all the way around, and the strap's a little bit thicker, but honestly I kind of prefer it because I feel like it's not going anywhere and it's not going to stretch, it's not going to move around as much. So I really like how these feel. Grip wise, you are not beating the tactile grips from Victory Grips. That was the whole reason I got these ones. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but I don't want to say it's like, it's not rubber, but it's just super sticky. As soon as you jump up on a bar, normally when you go up to do muscle ups, you jump up, you kind of start with a false grip and like slide down as you catch, but these, you jump up there and it just sticks. Like you're not going anywhere with these. I would say the Bear Complex, really good. The only thing is you have to chalk them up a decent amount, because without chalk, these are not any better than just like your average grip. But if you chalk them up a lot, they're pretty grippy on the bar. The Raylan Fitness ones, this is why I don't use these anymore. On a normal bar, these have absolutely no grip. It's just cloth that just slides right off. Especially on those workouts where your grip just is starting to go. It's just too slippery. I wish I had something else to say, but really I don't think I would ever use these on a bar. I used it the first time I did Mary, and I was screaming and cussing because I just kept sliding off the bar. And it's not fun. You don't want to ruin a workout when you can't grab the bar and it's not really a true test of your fitness. So also, I know I said about chalking up the the Bear Complex ones. For the Victory Grips, it says you don't have to use chalk for these, and I know some people prefer not to use chalk for these. What I tried out a couple different ways, and what I find works the best for me is I just chalk them up once at the beginning, and then I'm good for the rest of the workout. They still work without chalk. They're still the grippiest grips I've ever used without chalk. But I think just putting chalk in the beginning just gives you a little bit extra throughout the workout, and you don't have to keep going back to the chalk bucket like you do with the Bear Complex for them to stay grippy. So, but yeah, grip wise, just in general, you're not beating these. On a normal bar, so your average rig at a CrossFit box, I'd pick these first, then the Bear Complex ones, and then Raylan Fitness last, because like I said, they're just too slippery. It's basically impossible to use on a normal bar. Bear Complex ones, pretty good grip. You just had to be careful not ripping, and you just got to chalk it up a decent amount, but not bad. I used them for a long time, and I liked them for a long time. But Victory Grips, protect your hand well, super comfortable, and just absolutely stick to the bar. You're not coming off the bar with these. So normal bar, definitely am using these. For rings though, this is where it gets a little bit switched up. Bear Complex are pretty uncomfortable on the rings, at least this specific model for my specific hand. I do not like using these on the rings. They just don't fit right. They're a little bit too, I don't know. This material on the wood, I just don't like it. But yeah, they're decent on the bar. For the rings, I'm probably never going to use these. Now, these surprised me a lot, the Victory Grips on the rings. I did not think I was going to like these on the rings, just because of the material they're made out of. And honestly, I didn't have a problem with it. I was like, if they're not that great on the rings, not that big of a deal. Still my favorite grips, because most of the time you are in a bar, but they feel really good on the rings. I don't know what it is, because I thought this material on the wood would just not be comfortable, but I like it a lot, and it surprised me a lot. Now, the Raylan ones on the rings is probably the only time that I would use these, unless I'm using like a knurled bar or something, and it doesn't really matter what kind of grip you have. I really like these on the rings, mostly because it's just super soft and kind of can just bunch up and not get in the way on the rings, and they're 2-finger, which on the rings just kind of want to have low profile grips, not in the way. So that's why I like these on the rings. But for how well the tactical grips do on the rings, if I'm going to the gym and I don't know what I'm doing that day, I'm not going to bring both of them. I'm just going to bring the tactical grips because they're pretty good on the rings and they're amazing on the bar. So I'm bringing my tactical grips in my gym bag if I'm only bringing one pair. These are pretty good on the rings, but not much else. I wouldn't use these for anything else really. Price wise, I think the other two are pretty similar. The tactical grips from Victory Grips are specifically $10-15 more, I think. Just because I think you can go on their Instagram and check out, they did a post about where they get the materials for this stuff, and it makes sense why these are a little bit more expensive. I think they have other versions of grips that are a little bit cheaper and more in the average grip price range. But I honestly think it's worth it to spend the extra $10-15 just to get the tactical grips. Definitely my new favorite grip. I'm going to be using these for a very long time, and I don't think they're going to wear down or break on me. Probably going to try some different Victory Grips in the future, do some videos on those. But that's it. So if you're here from an outside source, just coming in to see this video, please subscribe or check out my other videos first if you want to make sure you like my stuff, and then subscribe after that. So like, comment, send this to all your friends. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helped. And just another thanks to Victory Grips. Remember, Thursday, December 12th, I'll be announcing a winner. All you got to do is subscribe and comment your favorite movement that you would use grips for. So that's all you got to do. Super easy. See you next time.